Nice. There's 10 boys.
You got too horny, and that's why.
I don't want him to come. Jake, how horny does this make you?
Very horny.
It's one big joke. Believe me, Minnesota sports in all sorts. You see, they know it's never gonna get easy. You see, they know it's Minnesota, constant pain and misery.
And I'm a part of Al Qaeda.
It's 10K TV. It's one big joke. Believe me, Minnesota sports. In all sorts.
Dude, he could turn Daniel Jones into Brett Favre.
Minus the penis pics.
Yeah. You can legally smoke crack.
What is a DVOA?
I went dicks, vaginas, or ass.
I think that's what it is.
Don't know much except to yell.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of 10K TV presented by 10,000 Takes. My name is Bossman, as always joined by journalist Jake, and Sarge is back from our neighbors in the north. Quick question for you, Sarge, now that you're back. Did you put out any fires up there? Because it's getting out of control down here.
No, but I saw the remnants of the fires. It's so smoky up there. You can smell in the air. I went running 2 whole times up there, and I felt all the smoke. It was brutal.
Yeah, it was like you probably smoked a pack of cigarettes before.
I
you
actually
run
did
up.
smoke a pack of
Oh,
cigarettes.
you just did that anyways?
I did all of it.
You might as well if you're already breathing in that air, dude.
You might need to go get like a CT scan or something
Okay.
on your lungs now.
All right, so I don't know if you guys know this, but I'm sure someone in the chat knows. But Canadian cigarettes have like deformed babies, erectile dysfunction pictures, like black lungs on all of their cartons of cigarettes.
And you still decided
You're
to
like, yeah,
smoke
let's
it?
do it.
Fuck yeah, dude. I'm living. I don't do a ton of cigs by any means, but
Is that must be a thing where the government is like, okay, we're not going to ban people from doing them, but we want the effects of them to be so well known that we're going to put that shit on the packaging. But after you've already bought the cigarettes, if you just throw them away, you're like, it's a waste of money. So you're going to smoke them anyways.
yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and like deformed toes, like it was wild, man. You can lose your toes smoking, so don't smoke,
can.
guys.
You can.
Yeah.
You can do it. Well, if you ever lose your toes, Sarge, let us know. Put them in a jar too. Why not?
Yeah. We'll put them in the new studio.
Preserve them. Yeah, they can be a good prop to have in there, I should say.
Oh my god, that's
Dude, we're
amazing.
gonna get to it later, but people were buying the famous like Nathan's hot dog eating hats that they all wear on the 4th of July. They were selling like a Saints version of that where it's a foam hot dog on your head. They were selling those at the game on Friday. And I was like, I don't want to buy one for $15. Like, what am I going to do with it after today? Was not smart enough. People were getting it autographed afterwards, and I'm like, okay, that $14 would have been worth it.
Yeah,
I would have
it's-
gone in a case in the studio.
Or
So
going on eBay for $1,000.
yeah,
You're turning a profit on that. Some of
huge
those
missed
folks are.
opportunity
Yep,
on that
We
front.
fucked up.
But Saturday, big thing, boys. Vikings football back officially. I know we've been talking about practice.
Practice?
Allen Iverson.
No. Oh, they're doing like a playoff spit.
Oh, I mean, something like that, too. But we had the first preseason game against the Texans. Kind of upset with the start time. I would have been at the game if it didn't start at 3. It would have been cool to get like a 6 or 7 p.m. start. I get that the staff doesn't want to stay there till, midnight, 1 a.m. cleaning up for a preseason game. But, well, what'd you guys think? I know, Sarge, you didn't see much of it, but Jake, what were your takeaways?
Yeah, I was busy during most of it. I was still able to watch some of it. So a couple big takeaways from the game for me. Sam Howell. Something doesn't feel right with him wearing number 8.
Yeah.
He's the first quarterback on the field since Kirk Cousins. I think Daniel Jones. Well, I think Daniel Jones was technically the next guy,
do
but
you
he never
think they
played.
should hang that number up,
Yeah.
Jake?
Or just give it to a guy
Retire
that
it?
deserves it. That just he's going like this does not look like a number 8.
Do you think Brosmer should have gotten number 8?
Brosmer could have got number 8.
Okay.
Brosmer
I
could have got.
support that.
Brosmer could have got number 8. And to me, Howell he made a couple decent throws, but he looked way too finicky. He looked like he was just not calm at all to me. I don't know. It bothered me.
He looked like Darnold against the Lions and the Packers.
Yeah, and
or
Darnold with the
against
Panthers.
the Rams.
Exactly. He just looked too panicky.
Like he was on Adderall,
Yeah.
coffee, Zins all at the same time, just
Yeah.
trying to deliver shareholder value.
Yeah, exactly. Just trying to run between the sidelines to make a play. And Rippon, again, just why?
Yeah,
Just, no. Max Brosmer.
Might be the guy.
I know he's going up against like third or fourth string defenses, but the guy looked so calm and poised in the pocket, like scanning the field, and he made a couple of great, amazing throws. I'm like, Kevin O'Connell, you need to take a deeper look into this guy if you already haven't. I know he's been on the team for a few months in practice, but like, just put him into QB2 now.
Well, and we've been talking about all the videos at a camp that'll come out of him. He threw another bomb today, a 70-yard touchdown or 40-yard touchdown to one of those other guys who's probably, a second, third string receiver. I mean, it just does. The Brosmer bombs don't stop. He threw 2 touchdowns technically on Saturday. The one got deemed short, I believe.
Overturned, yeah.
Yeah, the second one was on 4th and goal. Absolute nails. Doesn't panic, despite the high-end stakes. Also, probably could have thrown a third if we hadn't kneeled the ball in the 4th, which I get, you're going to win the game. You've seen enough.
It's preseason.
Yeah, it's
let's
preseason.
get out of
Let's
here.
just get out of here. But I'm saying his ceiling was probably at least 3 touchdowns.
I think so, too. And
in
again,
one quarter.
I know.
Right? He didn't come in until the 4th, or was it like midway through the 3rd?
Yeah, he didn't come in till, I think, maybe beginning of the 4th, I think.
Yeah.
And I know people will say, like, yeah, again, it was against the lowest guys and everything, but himself, he looked good. Brosmer himself looked good. J.J. McCarthy, on the other hand, I don't know. No, I'm just joking.
Controversy.
Yeah, dude. Okay, we were just talking about this before. Like, he came in for one drive. There's not a lot to get out of him. He made a couple of decent plays. He looks mobile. He's clearly the guy. They only put him in for a drive. There's not a lot you can take out of one drive in a preseason game. But there were people, like, you saw YouTube videos today that came out breaking down J.J. McCarthy's preseason drive.
Oh, yeah.
What are we doing? It's one fucking drive in a preseason game, and there's people on the side that are saying he's a bust. There's people on the side saying he's going to be great, blah blah blah. He's clearly the guy. He's going to be the starter. I don't think we can really gauge how good he truly is going to be until week 1. That's just how it is.
Yeah, we're gonna have to wait it out. I personally wish he would have played more than a quarter.
Me too, for sure.
Or not even a quarter. He didn't even play a quarter.
He played one drive.
Yeah,
that was
it.
it.
You're right. Seven snaps or 7 passes total. A couple handoffs. Did have a good scramble.
He did.
Might need to get the JJ Vick memes ready to go. He does have 2 dogs. I didn't know, so we're gonna have to monitor how we handle that part of the bit. He had that nice pass to Addison on the sideline.
He did.
We tucked one in there.
Yep.
As I mentioned before the show, people were breaking down one play where he was under pressure and then it kind of rolled out to the left, threw it to Addison. The throw was a bit short. People were saying his footwork was bad. It's a preseason game. Let's pump. I appreciate the dive to get back into football, but let's lay the gas pedal down about 25%.
Yeah, maybe more than that
until September 8th or whatever week 1 is. It's hard to judge. If we judged regular season, if we judged the regular season on preseason, we'd probably have 5 Super Bowls by now, because there's been years where we've gone 4-0 in the preseason and people are like, look the fuck out.
Exactly.
And go right to 9-7.
Exactly. I mean, exactly.
Time machine.
And so I think we need to pump the brakes a little bit. As critical as I am personally on how, or I wouldn't say pessimistic.
11 for 13, 105 yards though, Jake.
What?
Sam Howell.
Sam Howell.
Oh yeah, he had a rushing touchdown.
Yeah, he did have a rushing. Yeah, quarterback sneak.
Yeah.
Which is technically a rushing touchdown. Yeah, for a half a yard.
Yeah.
At
least it wasn't a tush push, because we can't do the tush push.
No, we can't do the tush push or anything like that. But Sam Howell, he has, I don't know, dude. He had some decent plays, but again, I think he looked way too panicked. It's like he was already panicked every time he snapped the ball. He was already ready to run or do something. It's like, that's not gonna
Jake, if
last
Sam Howell played at the U, who would we be more biased to right now?
If Sam Howell played at the U?
Yeah, what if this was Tanner Morgan and Max Brosmer as the 2? Obviously we're pulling for Max because we're Gopher guys.
Well, personally, I think between the two, I think Brosmer looked better.
He did.
I think he looked.
Well, he was in for less time too.
He
so
was
it's
in
hard
for
to,
his pot. You look
he
at the
threw 6 passes, 3 for 6.
Yeah,
26 yards, a touchdown.
And again, Howell was up against a harder defense and all that. But I'm viewing just their pocket presence. Outside of the offensive line, outside
Now we're
of
the
defense,
ones breaking this down. We're breaking down the
pocket
back
present because we have a larger sample size.
We're even worse than the YouTube
Hey.
aggregators. They're at least breaking down the starter. We've been talking about the backups for 3 weeks now.
We saw, dude, because the backup situation is scary as hell to this team. I think
It's
the
a battle.
Vikings, we have I think essentially a super team around the quarterback position. And I think Kwesi and maybe even KOC partially got a little complacent in the quarterback situation, and they're throwing all their marbles on McCarthy. And that's great. You have the confidence in him.
And
But
Brett Rippin.
And Brett
He should-
Rippin.
What did he do? I didn't even see his stats. He should just go to the practice squad, just solely based on his name.
Just go or the UFL.
Go to the UFL. Eat the Uncrustables and the Bud Light seltzers they got in the locker room waiting for the winners.
Yeah, he's fine. Just soak in the fact that you're wearing a uniform now, but I don't know. Maybe I think Brosmer and him should at least flop, but
They should have like some sort of match play duel they should have like a maxi golf type
yeah.
competition.
Oh gosh.
trivia,
Yeah.
arcade competition for the third string because
Crazy
Well,
shit.
they can choose to carry 3 or 2 quarterbacks, right? Do most teams carry 3, but you can carry 2 if you want and add an extra roster spot?
I think you can carry.
They can carry 3
Because some
now.
teams carry like 5.
Well,
Yeah.
Other teams only carry 2.
Well, I think the rule what they that's why they added a third quarterback spot, because I don't think you could only roster 2 quarterbacks at one point. You could have a couple more on the practice squad or whatever, but I think in games in the regular season you could only roster 1, and they changed that. Now you can have 3 quarterbacks total in a game. So
Yeah.
I'd rather have Brosmer on the sideline alongside Howell and
Sure.
whatever.
It's a good room. That's an okay room. It's a young room.
It's a young room. I personally wish they would have had a veteran.
Yeah.
You need to have a veteran, I think, in the room, whether he starts or not, that has experience playing in the league as a starter, and maybe even some experience going to the playoffs and winning games, because they could have found any.
What about winning
experience.
a game?
Winning a game. Yes, a playoff game.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's definitely helpful.
So if Kirk did come back,
he has a lot of experience.
what number would he wear? He can't wear 8. That's Sam Howell's number.
No, you can't come back now, or they're swapping numbers.
Locked him out. Yeah, they would have to swap numbers.
Or you know what? But if Kirk did come back, they probably would somehow deal Howell maybe in some way. I don't know, and then they can just figure it out.
Yeah.
I saw rumors that he's going to be traded to the Colts now.
See, I saw that.
Richardson is
too.
down.
I saw that too. Yeah, tough. So as a half Colts fan, half Vikings fan, Anthony Richardson, gets blindsided, breaks his pinky first game. So
That's
preseason. I'm out on preseason football already.
Well, it's
pretty
Daniel
much.
Jones time.
Yeah, dude. Watching him, I know Vikings fans were like, they could turn Daniel Jones into a really elite quarterback. I'm convinced that was never going to happen. I think.
What are you talking about? You said that.
Yeah, I said it.
I think I said it. Yeah, I said it. I said it.
But that was back when we hadn't seen anything. It was more of like, it was like Jaron Hall when he was injured. It was like what could have been, but it's not going to happen. I've seen him play now, and he looked okay, but he almost threw a few like, it's not fun. Colts fans are already comparing him to Hitler.
Yeah. Oh, nice.
Those memes have already hit the Twitter. So, I don't think keeping him around would have been valuable. Like, they made it sound like it was a 2-horse race between the Vikings and the Colts to keep Daniel Jones. I don't think we missed anything there.
No, I don't think so, other than a more experienced backup, but I'm fine with that. It's funny that they're comparing Jones to Hitler, because I already saw a fan comparing McCarthy to Daniel Jones.
Okay.
I saw a comment.
So
He's Daniel Jones.
This all revolves around being white in the NFL.
Maybe. Yeah, he's just like it's like McCarthy's not really the same style as Daniel Jones, but okay. He's more of a pocket passer. McCarthy can actually scramble.
Blonde hair and the blue eyes might have that came from.
It's racism is what it is.
Yeah. How did Graham Mertz get an NFL contract?
Don't
You guys, yeah, he played a quarter for the Texans. Maybe threw one of actually the worst interceptions I've ever seen a quarterback throw. Flew his receiver's head by about 10 feet to one of our rookie safeties, who was good to see him, boost that confidence early. I mean, Graham Mertz was so awful for Wisconsin, and then he went to Florida, I believe, and was pretty bad there.
He did a little
not
better.
sure how he ended up in the NFL. I mean, good for him. I think he's going to end up on a practice squad for sure after Saturday's performance. But I had to Google that to make sure it was the same guy. I was like, there's no chance this is the same Graham Mertz who sucked a bag of dicks in college.
And I remember Wisconsin fans being very hyped for landing him as a commitment. They're like, yeah, he's going to be really good. And then he didn't do anything.
Remember they won in one of their bowl games, like a glass trophy that's a football, and he dropped it, fumbled it. Irony at its finest.
It makes sense for him.
At least my final take on the game is I just feel extremely gutted for Rondell Moore.
Yeah, that sucks. We could have used him in like Percy Harvin-ish situations. You know, like just use it. He's a fast player. He hasn't, I think, done as well as people have expected him to be in the NFL. He's kind of, but he was a fast player. I was excited to use him in some way on the offense. So that is kind of he's out for the year, right?
Sounds like it, yeah.
They haven't. I don't think they've.
I mean, I didn't see the injury. I just heard it because I was listening to it on the radio. But like PA had to just keep cutting back to commercial, which is never a good thing when it comes to injuries. Also, just along the lines, I do love what do they call it? The simulcast, where it's PA's audio and Pete and Ben Lieber,
or Pete Bursich
doing Pete Bursich doing the radio and the TV broadcast. I don't know. It's cool to see PA on your, like, I like all the national guys, but I almost wish there was a simulcast version of the game you could watch where it is your local guys who are kind of homers, just like you watch for the Twins or the Wild.
I know some of the diehards do it for all sports, but specifically football. I know there will be people that will mute the TV and turn on the radio or try to sync it up.
There's like a website where you can sync it somehow, which I don't know. It's fun. Yeah. Also, when PA was doing the interview with Jettas and he was wearing his same glasses, like those little, they almost look like
the Oakleys.
Almost look like goggles. Like
I know
that kids were at the pool.
And then I think I saw the clip where I was watching part of it where Paul Allen was trying to get Justin Jefferson's attention on the sideline. Like he was wearing Oakleys too. He's like, I got these Oakleys, so I got some good vision on these.
They're so small on his head. It's hilarious.
It was funny.
Any other thoughts on the Vikings? 2 more games. I think they got the Patriots, and then this actually would have been a really fun preseason game to go to if it wasn't Labor Day weekend when the Gophers have the home opener and the State Fair was here. They're playing in Nashville for their final preseason game. Just a good excuse to go back and get after it on Broadway.
There's going to be a ton of Vikings fans out there. They're going to make it. I mean, it would be a fun time. It would be it's an excuse to go to Nashville, and it's going to be almost probably like a regular season game.
Yeah, where like the game we went to, where there's purple everywhere, and certain bars are paid off by Vikings fans to hang flags. Like it would have been
nuts. Just
take over the city again. This time for preseason.
Yeah, in the summer too. That would be super fun. Honestly, but Labor Day a little tough to do.
Yeah. All right, let's talk about the Twins. Bit of a bounce back from one of the worst weeks in franchise history, which happened to be last week. What are they, 5 of their last 7?
Yeah, something like that. Little boost.
Yeah, Luke Keaschall coming back and winning, what was it, American League Player of the Week this week. He's hitting 415 with a 1.207 on-base percentage and has 12 RBIs. Had a walk-off home run, which is pretty awesome. Luke Keaschall. Sarge, as the resident Twins guy, are you excited about what's going on right now?
Oh, he's our savior.
Yeah.
For sure. Before he got hurt, he was kicking ass.
He was.
And he's still kicking ass. He can steal bases, which for some reason the Twins hate doing. I'm really excited. We after that just absolute fire sale, I thought, I don't know, this is like a major league situation where they're just like, fuck it, let's win the whole thing, but they're get above 500.
they're playing like fuck you ball though.
Yeah,
like everyone gave up on us, our ownership gave up on us. Like you have all these young guys with opportunity, like they're gonna take it. They're not just gonna throw in the towel. These guys are trying to earn jobs as full-time major leaguers.
Yeah, they're trying to go hard, and they beat, they're beating some decent teams. The Royals aren't bad either. I know they're around 500 like us, and then Detroit, they win a series against Detroit. The one thing that's really pissing me off is it's the dumbest take that I've seen of people saying the Pullets knew what they were doing. No, they didn't.
Well,
they did not.
I tweeted that as a joke last week, and I got crucified.
If any, well, that's a funny. You were obviously being sarcastic, or maybe you weren't. But there are people that are like, I think we're legitimately throwing that out there, and maybe not serious. Like, did Did they know what they were doing? No, dude, they were dumping payroll.
Yeah, they traded everybody. They traded all of the best players. Like,
Yeah,
a lot of the best
Yeah,
players.
you're trading Carlos Correa, World Series winner, Harrison Bader, some of our top pitchers. I know they might not have been playing that well, but we're paying them the most. They're guys who have experience. It's so dumb to say that. If anything, their performance is more of an ode to maybe to Derek Falvey and our scouts for our prospect pipeline for coming up, and like the guys that they've maybe traded for in the past and drafting and all that. That's nothing really to do with the pull ads. Like, and maybe a little bit of Rocco too. Maybe he's boosting the clubhouse morale a little bit.
He's still trying to keep his job. He still wants to win games.
Yeah, exactly. So with the pull ads cutting half, pretty much what felt like half of the fucking team or most of the team. No, they didn't know what they were doing. They don't know what they're doing.
No.
And this is fun. I still think I'm waiting for the inevitable kind of downfall of this whatever is happening. But if they do end up making like the wild card or making some weird little run like a Moneyball situation, like it would be, Moneyball was a little bit more thought out, obviously, and Billy Beane had a vision for it.
That was an actual plan. It wasn't just how can we make the most amount of money while spending the less.
Exactly. This would definitely be a miracle. It would be more of a miracle if they ended up making the wild card with this current roster, and it would be awesome. But it wasn't because the poll ads knew what they were doing. No, they cut most of the team. Like,
have you seen the meme where the guy has like I think it's from The Boys, where the guy is looking like left and right and everyone's clapping and he's like has this evil look on his face, like this wasn't part of the plan, but now people love me.
Yeah, I think I know what you're talking about.
That'd be the poll ads if that'd be the poll ads if we make it to the playoffs. They're like, oh, like everyone, this was always part of the plan.
You're cheering for him, and
he's like, okay, yep, this is exactly the way we drew it up.
Yeah, I had this plan the entire time.
I think it would be good though for the sale of the team though, if you think about it, because. So now they're in less debt because they have to pay less guaranteed money. And if this young core can actually go on a run and win, maybe it's a more, I guess,
it's more attractive.
More attractive project for someone to take on, like a new owner. So
that's what I'm hoping. No, this is great. I think for this the side of if you want the pull ads to sell, which I think they are preparing to sell, obviously, and hopefully they don't do a Glenn Taylor and pull it back and try to fight it.
You're right.
But the thing is, if they do it before they actually sell or agree to it, they keep the team.
Yeah, what I learned during that is when an owner sells a team, you don't just wake up the next day and the new owners take over and things start getting better. Like there's such a process to the payments and the legal stuff, and of course one guy's going to sue the other because these are just billionaires who are trying to fuck each other over somehow. Like it's inevitably going to take a while, but I would hope by first pitch of next season we have new owners. That would be cool.
That would be the ideal option to get to that point because we need new owners.
Also, I normally don't like to give credit to our competitors, but did you guys see what the Cleveland Guardians did this weekend?
I don't know.
So they did I believe it was 2 hours before first pitch. It was $2 beers in the stadium.
Oh, no.
And there's a video from above where someone's filming the lower level, like where there's all the railings, and they're all filled with beer cans.
Oh, my God.
Take a page out of the Guardians book.
Maybe the Twins definitely need to do something.
We've been preaching this for a long time. If you want to get people in the stadium, despite what you've done with the team, Mr. Jim Polad, Mr. Joe Polad, fucking $2 beers. Maybe $1 is too little, even though the Saints do it. They do $1 beers on Thursdays.
Is that before or during the game?
That is during the game.
That's great. I mean, I don't know. I get if the MLB can't go that far.
Yeah.
But
clearly $2 is okay.
That's going to get people into the stadium unless they're afraid that people are going to pay for a $4 ticket, which will be cheap as shit, and go and pay $2 beers, which would then they would end up and then just leave right at
drink 15
first
beers.
pitch.
Or I guess use it as a pregame spot.
They use it as a pregame spot or a bar in Minneapolis. All right, guys, let's go to Cowboy Jack's when the game starts.
Yeah, I mean, a happy hour price downtown Minneapolis, at least. You can't find anything cheaper than, $4 probably?
Fans might, or maybe the pull ads or marketing are worried that they'll just use Target Field as
But then that boosts ticket sales. Even if all those people don't stay, you can say, well, 10,000 people bought tickets.
Yeah, and then you look around the stadium and there's just half of the lower bowls full and that's it. Like, oh, shit, we knew we have $2 beers before the game. Yeah, they're over at the rooftops, and all that.
Currently losing 3-1 to the Yankees.
Oh, nice.
But
That's
And a 6.
expected.
that's all right. I'm not going to give up on this pipe dream yet that these guys might play fuck you ball and go on a run.
Yeah, no, they still can.
They're trying to earn their jobs too. But aren't the Yankees kind of bad this year?
Yankees are not.
They're like 500.
They're
maybe
sitting in a
less.
wild card, right? They're sitting in the last wild card spot. We're 5.5 out, so technically this is a good series to gain some ground if
Yeah.
we want to.
5.5 games back for us, right?
5.5 back for us, and they're sitting in that third and final wild card spot. So if we take the series, we could be within 4.5,
Yeah.
or 3.5 or whatever games, depending on what else happens in the standings. But it's weird to think about that because I thought after they had the fire sale, they were just going to keep dropping games like they were.
Yeah.
But now that they won their last 5 of 7 last week, which I know MLB is streaky, you can have good weeks, and maybe they'll just go on. It was the end of the run starting today, but. I don't know. It's weird to talk about that with this another 2 months to go. That it's like, they're 5.5 games back from a wild card, and the way
Which
they've
is
been
where
playing.
they were with all the pieces they just moved.
Yeah, exactly. They're about 6.5, or maybe even 7.5.
Well, they were hovering 5.5 for a while. is what I'm
Right.
saying.
They were
Like, that
just
was-
yeah. That was the furthest they got back to, I think, before they, after their 13-game winning streak early in the season, and then they kind of fell. But
Hot
yeah,
too
I don't
early.
know.
Got hot too early.
Yeah, they got hot too early. I stand by that. That was almost
Yeah.
3 months ago when they
Yep.
got too hot.
They did, and then they traded everyone.
Yeah.
Let's talk about our beer quick, folks. If you're gonna go to Target Field, drink our beer by the Gate 13 tap wall, as well as the self-serve cooler in left field behind the Grey Duck deck. Captain's Patch. It's our beer, co-branded with Elm Creek Brewing. We were actually out at TPC Twin Cities this week in a tournament doing some sampling. All the members there loved it. Some of them had already had it, already heard of it. The ones who hadn't loved it. Go to captainspatch.com and buy it at your local liquor stores. It's at a lot of the Total Wines, some of the MGMs. If you go to that captainspatch.com website, you can find out where it is near you. Captainspatch.com, 21 plus. Please drink responsibly. Oh my God, dude! This next topic. This was like one of the best nights of my life. It's up there for one of the, and that sounds ridiculous. It is one of the coolest things I've gotten to see in person. As close as I was Joey Chestnut and the notorious B.O.B. crushing the land of 10,000 lakes, 26,000 calorie, 6-foot hot dog that 4 of us could only eat a quarter of.
I can't believe that.
And these 2 guys just clapped it in less than 30 minutes.
I can't believe it. Yeah.
They did it
Like
in 29 minutes.
I just can't believe it. I can't believe it. Like, I'm convinced Joey Chestnut could have probably did it all on his own.
I think he could have too. I might have taken him like 45 minutes.
Sure.
Just-
Yeah. Which is still insane.
It was just impressive. I didn't know this. So the bandana guy was supposed to be. So he's a local food competitor. He's done some of the challenges we've done. It's a guy who, wears the bandana. He apparently pulled out at like the last minute, and Joey called this guy, the notorious B.O.B. Dude, who apparently lives in Philly, and was like, "Hey, can you be here in a couple days or tomorrow night, whatever it was, to do this challenge with me?" And this guy didn't prep at all. He just showed up from Philly.
Yeah, and
Slayed it.
didn't he just have like a tooth pulled or something? Or
He just had a wisdom tooth pulled the day before, or 2 days before. Which is, from someone who has had wisdom teeth surgery, it's awful. Like, you don't want to move your mouth at all.
No, probably swelled up and painful. And he said he was like trying to chew on one side of his mouth,
But I've tried that. It eventually goes to the other side, and then you're like, "Fuck."
Oh man, food could get into the wound, I should say, maybe. And I don't know, man. That's commitment right there for him to do it. But I mean, then again, for him to have an opportunity to do a challenge with Joey Chestnut,
especially in front of the
insane.
crowd. I mean, it was a packed house.
Yeah.
I mean, they did it on that. I'm looking at that backstage right now. Like, that backstage was full all the way to pretty much like that other, like almost the big screen. There was that many rows of people. It was a couple hundred people that they cut to it during the game. Pretty fucking awesome. I got in the press scrum after, asked him a question.
Yeah, right. Yeah, and what did you ask him again?
I asked him how the belly compared to how he felt after Coney Island.
Yeah.
Gave a really thoughtful response,
Yeah,
actually. Said
yeah.
it was, he trains for hot dogs for 2 months.
That's crazy.
Didn't train for this at all. He had a really good analogy. It's like if you like when he drinks hot dog or when he eats the hot dogs, it's like if you just drink beer all night. But when you do the challenge with the meat and the mac and cheese and the jalapenos and the sauce, he said it's like drinking beer and then drinking mixed drinks and then going back to beer.
Ooh, yeah, that's
like,
a great analogy.
It just switches up on you, you know?
Yep.
So it's weird from a strategy standpoint.
Yeah, but he still did it. I'm impressed. I mean, I guess I'm not surprised he finished it. He knows that if he's going to do a challenge, he knows he probably can do it, especially if he has another person helping him out. But yeah, it definitely put us to shame.
Yeah.
I mean, for us to just not be able to tackle more than a quarter of it like we did with 4 or 5 guys, a couple of us should at least maybe carried the weight a little bit. I feel like when we did it, but he was doing a strategy where he was just kind of bundling it up and eating fast. And
yeah.
Maybe we should have just ate faster. We should have just approached it differently. I don't know.
Well, and he said too during the post interview, he was like, I was really struggling halfway through, but this crowd, because the Joey chants just kept coming and USA, and it was a rowdy environment, and he said the crowd kept me in it. But if you think about it, like if you have those couple hundred people there who paid $50 some odd to they're gonna be pissed if you don't do it. So.
I know. Yeah, so he knows that. But the thing is, if I was in that position and people were chanting my name and halfway through and I'm struggling, I'm like, I'm going to try to do this, but my stomach will either explode or I'm going to puke
and then
all over the place.
Yeah, they'll know that I was not going to be able to physically do it.
Yeah, and just to prove to people that I tried for you all.
Who could have helped more during the challenge? Drop names.
Yeah.
Like people we know or like
no, I'm talking
Joey?
about
or
when you guys
we
did
did
it. Who didn't pull their weight? People want to know.
I feel like I ate like more. I guess I should have ate more personally, but I think I ate a decent chunk of what we finished. But I definitely could have ate more. But I don't know. Was there anyone? I think Marlowe tapped out pretty quick.
He was, yeah.
I was feeling it pretty
I think he
quick.
blew his load too fast. He might have eaten too much too quickly.
I think he definitely ate maybe less than we would have wanted to. A little disappointed, Marlowe.
Yeah, he's probably listening. Good.
But he was I remember he was feeling like he was gonna. I think he wanted to. He didn't look well.
No.
After, and I think like all of us, I don't think he expected it.
He
to
was
be
also
that loaded.
sick for like 4 days. Remember?
Yeah, he wasn't feeling
like
good.
2 days later, he's like, I woke up at 4 a.m. like sweating and almost crying.
Yeah.
it was a rough aftershock,
Dude. It was.
Like I remember, I just went home and just slept for like 12 hours.
Yep.
What's he saying?
Scumbag.
We're gonna have to try it again. I think we're gonna have to try it again, but we're gonna bring like 10 people.
Yeah. I think if we got 10 people, I think it would still be tough, but I think that would. But now I know, because like what people don't understand is I think, like we said, we thought the bread was going to be just like the thin, light hot dog bread or
French bread
or like the foot long hot dog. We thought it was gonna be like a foot long hot dog like from the school days where it was just a normal hot. No, it's thick.
Jumbo, almost like bratwurst girth to it.
And it's just the Italian thick bread. But it's like now that we're like, okay, now we have an idea. I think we can strategize a little differently. Can you just go the Joey Chestnut round? Just start fucking gobbling
I can't
down.
believe 2 of those guys fucking did that. I mean, I'm not surprised, but it was pretty awesome. It was pretty awesome to witness greatness. I'll say that. I've been watching him on the 4th of July since I was basically a child. And I told him, like, I go to every year for the 4th of July. I'm in a really small town, bad cell service. The cabin I stay in doesn't have TV. We drive to the little bar in town to turn on Joey, and we watch him. And I told him that. He's like, that's awesome.
Yeah.
He's
become a tradition for a lot of people. And like we said, he is the, one of the best athletes of all time.
Greatest born American athlete. Maybe just in terms of pure domination, I'd say.
And because, I mean, he's part of the MLE, Major League Eating, which is a recognized major league. So you know
Holds
what?
55 records. Mm-hmm. Which was a stat they read off when they were introducing him on Friday. That was pretty electric.
Yeah. Does any other athlete in any other sport hold 55 records of that many championships? Probably not.
Wayne, if anyone else.
Canadian.
Yeah. Who?
Oh, we're talking greatest American-born athlete.
Yeah.
Mine, sorry.
Wayne. Oh, Wayne Gretzky. Yeah, sure.
Tom Brady is comparable. I would say Jordan, LeBron, whichever way you want to lean on that.
Still think
Serena Williams, Tiger Woods,
Joey
Chestnut.
Joey Chestnut.
He's right up there.
He's far more dominant than they are in their
yeah.
respective sports.
Yeah, there's not even
it's not even close.
But all right. Well, speaking of food, good transition here. State Fair coming up here in only a couple weeks, which means summer's pretty much over, unfortunately. But we just got voted the number 1 in the nation by USA Today, which is
did.
pretty neat.
Mm-hmm.
I know we deserve the title, but I don't know how you award it to us. Do you have to go to all the fairs?
They have to look at attendance, and I don't know if the person that's awarding this has actually been to all the state fairs. That'd be a pretty cool job if you had to go around all the different state
Pretty
fairs.
fat fuck, though.
Yeah, I would not be surprised if it's someone that's a little up there in the weight scale. But you know what? There's probably certain. I wonder what the prongs are, and the certain checks they do to give to each state fair to make sure that they are in fact dominant. But
They say you can't mix work and pleasure unless you have that job, I think.
Yeah.
Then the lines get a little blurry.
I'm a professional state fair reviewer.
Yeah.
But no, I think Texas has always been like number 1 on these lists, and then state fair number 2, and people are like, this is bullshit. Like, and I think the Texas State Fair goes for like a month or 2.
Yeah, I was reading about the Texas State Fair.
That's stupid.
It doesn't start till like late September either, and it goes till almost late October, which in my mind, State Fair is like a summer thing. It's like, it's a summer. Yeah, it's a summer thing.
It's a summer
It'd be weird.
activity.
It'd be weird having the State Fair when NFL season's going on. And I know Minnesota's gets dangerously close to that line. That Minnesota State Fair actually happens during the first college game, usually that first Thursday. But it'd be really weird to go through those first few months of fall, like going to the fair. Like, if it's a chillier day, per se, I know Texas weather doesn't get as cold as it does here, but they do have their weird dips.
Yeah.
It would just be odd, to be, a little chilled to the bone.
I know.
Eating a corn dog.
I know people say Texas is like, it's a different weather down there and all that, but like still the timing, it's September and October. It's still weird. It's
fall.
That is fall no matter what you say in any state. Like put that in the summer and people say, well, it's hot. Well, then I don't know what to tell you. That's just, I'm sure, if Texans complain about it being too hot, I'm like, okay, you've never been to Minnesota in August.
Right.
It can still be just as humid and probably hotter.
Yeah.
So let's relax here.
Yeah, summer's not really over at all. It's not pretty much till October starts,
Yeah.
like weather-wise. But if you guys have any state fair or content ideas for us, let us know. We're DMs are open in terms of ideas.
We
start turning the wheel on that.
a lot to do at the state fair.
Yeah.
And,
I wonder if we'll see that robot there with the ass cheeks. Remember that thing, Sarge?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
What an ass.
Yeah. That was weird.
There was a robot with an ass there.
Yeah.
I don't know if I was there for that. Was I there for that?
Yeah, the intro to the fair thing that we went to
That
with
fucking
Zane and
10-foot robot.
Oh no, I wasn't there.
Oh,
for
you were
that.
not.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Yeah, so there's a massive robot that was riding around on like a, what do you call those things? Like a Segway? Yeah.
It's just a robotic like looking person, or like
It was about 10 to 15 feet tall, riding around on a Segway, like a scooter. And there was a guy walking along with it, and his head would move, and he would talk to you in like a robotic voice, but they were almost personalized responses. Sarge asked the guy, he's like, "Is there a guy in there?" I don't think there was, right? Like,
No,
there's someone with a
me.
remote control who talks and moves the robot around, but this guy probably walks to make sure you don't like fucking try to tabletop it.
Yeah.
Yeah, he looked at me like I was a fucking idiot. I'll tell you that. It's like,
It's a fair question. Everyone in our comments when we posted the video was like, "There's a dude in there, right?" We're like, "No."
No, I would have loved to have seen that. I think so. It had like a big ass on it.
Yeah, like it was wearing like assless chaps.
Oh, okay.
And he had green skin. It looked like something you'd see, like those people who are into weird cartoon porn.
Yeah.
It's like something you'd see in that.
Okay.
It was kind of.
It's
It
probably
was
some
it
sort
was
of
an
robot.
odd feature to throw in.
Sarge would know more about that.
The
but,
Google State Fair robot.
robot
I got to
porn.
show you a photo of it.
yeah.
Okay, yeah, I would like to see. Maybe I saw it and didn't realize it, but yeah, that would be. There's got to be some sort of purpose it should serve at the state fair.
Yeah, I think it just drives around and talks to kids and takes. Sarge tried to get a photo with it, and the guy was. Oh yeah, found the photos of it.
Oh no.
Our video was like the first one to show up, but oh my, why are they all so small? Because they're all TikToks. It's all people like us being like, look at this fucking thing.
Yeah.
It's kind of blurry, but that's
Oh geez, yeah, it looks like that. There's a person in there.
right, and it rides around the scooter.
Okay.
I need to get a picture of the ass though. The ass is
That's everything about it.
it's very odd. It's just unnecessary if I'm being honest.
Yeah,
I'm not sure what the Yeah, so this is once again very blurry, but you can kind of see
You can see the cheeks.
see this?
Yeah.
How there's how its
Oh,
ass is
wow.
out
Okay.
for no reason.
Yeah.
So
That's insane.
that's our state fair preview. I think that thing will be back. I'm sure it'll be back.
That's got to be a state fair staple
That was
now.
that was a trial run.
That's why we have the best state fair.
Yeah.
Does Texas have an ass?
I don't think
assless
they have
chaps
an assless
robot.
chap robot.
No, nor Iowa. No. That's what we need.
Yeah. All right, let's talk a little golf. Not sure how much you guys watched. I'll lead the charge. Yeah, I'll lead the charge with this. Justin Rose wins the FedEx St. Jude Classic, first round of the PGA Tour playoffs. It's just kind of another sad thing that's already coming to an end. There's only two more PGA Tour events, and then we jump right into the Ryder Cup. If you're a real pervert sicko, you'll probably watch the fall series like me. But he had 4 birdies in the back, went to a playoff with future Ryder Cup member J.J. Spawn, and won on his 3rd playoff hole, which locked both of them into Ryder Cup spots. Kind of cool. There were some USA chants going on during the playoff, which is pretty sweet. But the big story was that Tommy Fleetwood choked it away again.
Yeah.
It's
I saw that.
It's so incredibly sad to just watch him fucking do this every single time he's in contention. He was up 2 strokes with 3 to play going into one of the easier birdieable holes, a 530-yard par 5. Scrambles for par. 17, he has a par putt, 10-foot par putt. He literally started walking away from it as he was putting.
Like I saw that, and he just knew immediately that it was just bad.
Yeah.
It's like, how do you push it that bad in that situation? And I know we're not. I know we're a bunch of couch caddies, telling them, oh, we
100%.
gotta make that. But you're a professional, dude. Like, that is just to win a tournament like that, you need to make those putts. And he constantly, I feel like Tommy Fleetwood, has he ever won anything?
No. So he's won 5 international tournaments.
Okay.
And then he came over to the PGA Tour, it's already been 8 years ago. And was kind of hoping to take that next step. And, guys who do well on the DP World Tour get bored of it. And they're like, all right, let's go to America and try to do the big one. And, has just not found it. He's now the greatest golfer probably of all time to not win a tournament.
Yeah.
Keyword tournament.
He's constantly, I feel like he's kind of a fan favorite. He seems like a nice guy. And
Great guy.
I've always liked him. And just, I feel like he's always in a top 5, top 10. So he's always still qualifying to stay on tour and even playing all these majors and everything.
The
and he
Ryder
just
Cup
can't
member,
win.
he's
That's
been
insane.
in big moments, and he's done well in big. I would say the Ryder Cup, outside of maybe Augusta or a major coming down the stretch, is the biggest pressure you can have because there's so much that goes into that tournament, and he's clutched up in the Ryder Cup.
Yeah.
So I don't know why a PGA Tour event is such a scary thing. I think it's just now the narrative is there and it's just mounting, and every time he blows another one, it just keeps building.
I know. It's definitely like a mental thing. It's like the Vikings kickers.
Yeah.
It's like in their head that I haven't. Whenever I'm in this situation, we always fuck up. So I feel like whenever he's about to win, it's definitely in the back of his head. He's like, "This is where I fuck up," and then you're gonna fuck up. Like,
he was leading going into Sunday, and he just starts off the round like everyone's thinking it. The announcers are saying it like he's thinking it like, all right, this could be it. Like we could be witnessing finally Tommy Fleetwood break through and win.
Yeah.
And he starts off his tee shot on one by putting it right in the bunker, and I was like, no, this is gonna happen again, where he plays money for 3 days and then on Sunday just crumbles, which it just hurts to watch.
It does. As Minnesota fans, like I said, he might be the Minnesota Vikings.
He should be a Vikings fan, a Wild fan.
Oh, he really should. He should live in Minnesota too. I mean, it would be very fitting for you. We'd welcome you with open arms here.
Yeah, dude. We know
you have a similar vibe.
We know how to choke.
Yeah, we do. So, I mean, we don't personally play in a PGA tournament, but we know as fans how and are used to watching people choke and teams choke. So,
yeah.
Come here.
Yeah, 2 more events left, and then it's Ryder Cup. So the transition is beginning. Football's back on. Golf is slowly going to go away. It sucks, but
It is what it is.
what it is.
Part
Scotty somehow didn't win this week. I think if his caddy would have been on his bag for Sunday, Ted Scott had like a family emergency, and every time Scotty does not have him on the bag. He doesn't play as well.
Yeah.
So
give him
credit
his
to the
reads.
guy who is like his backup, drove. I think he left Dallas at like 6 p.m. Drove for some reason instead of flying to, I believe, the tournament. I don't even know where.
Yeah, where is that
Oh,
again?
Memphis.
It is,
Memphis.
okay.
So got in at like 2 a.m.
Jeez.
So
Got up. Yeah, because I saw Scheffler was just like roaring back, and it's like I feel like, oh yeah, this is one he's just gonna come back and win it, of course, because it's Scotty Scheffler. But then he just ran out of holes.
Yep.
But yeah,
Yep.
that's crazy. I didn't know that about the caddy
Yeah,
situation.
yeah. I hope it's all good. Ted Scott seems like a amazing dude, and has been a big underrated part of why Scotty is dominated. He is like the best caddy in the PGA Tour.
Yes, for sure.
For sure.
Caddies. People underestimate caddies. I think they literally.
It's a team effort.
It is. It's your coach and guy to help. It would be so nice to golf. How much more better would it be to golf? You know, just if we went out to these muni courses and stuff, we had a caddy helping us out. Like, what should I use here?
Dude, I've had a
based on
caddy
this?
one time
Yeah.
up at the Classic at Madden's Resort, and it's a game changer.
Yeah.
They tell me like to basically just stop being an idiot the whole round.
Yeah.
Like, don't hit driver here, hit this club here, just punch one to there, and I'm like, this is so nice.
They just make because sometimes when you're at these just rec courses, when you know you should probably just lay up over there, punch it, and it's in their best interest to prove your score. You're like, no, I'm just gonna go for it, and you
Yeah.
end up in the woods or over the green or in a bunker or you whatever. And it's like I feel like they give you these tips that will actually improve your score.
Yeah, like I had a caddy like a couple weeks after Wyndham Clark won the U.S. Open back at LA Country Club, and remember he was like, my caddy just told me to be an athlete. Fun fact, his caddy lives on Lake Minnetonka. I don't know if I mentioned
Wyndham's?
that to you guys. Yeah,
Really?
did not know that.
I'm not
until
surprised by that. I guess.
But so I just told my caddy, I'm like, just tell me to be an athlete like after or like before every shot. And he actually did it. It's pretty sweet.
Be an athlete.
Yeah.
You got this.
Yeah.
That's great.
I'm assuming we're moving on here.
Yeah, we can move on.
We have a question.
Yeah.
Philly Dog asked Jake about his new hybrid.
That's
Oh,
Phil.
that's Phil.
Let's go for hoops, Phil.
Dude, Phil also on the shuttle ride home on Sunday at the 3M Open was parlaying how much you'd win if you parlayed the Vikings to win the Super Bowl and the Timberwolves to win the NBA Finals.
Oh
He
no!
was just plugging the whole way back. It was great. He was just plugging numbers in.
And
of-
go for hoops to make it to the Final
yeah,
Four.
go for hoops to win it all.
Win their regional.
$1 billion.
That hybrid.
It's actually we were looking at it. It was not as much money as you think for whatever reason.
Really?
For the
Yeah.
Vikings to win the Super Bowl and the Timberwolves to win the NBA Finals, which I don't think either will happen.
payout. Yeah, it's
You do a
already
reverse parlay.
it's already insane to think about one Minnesota team winning a championship, let alone two in the same year. Oh
Yeah.
my god! But no, the answer to this question, the hybrid's doing well. Phil just gave me an extra hybrid, and it's
Yeah,
it's been working well.
Good friend, Jake.
Yeah, good go for hoops, guys. Our unofficial
Yep.
10K takes go for hoops correspondent.
Yep.
Phil. So go for hoops, audio only podcast.
Audio only, no video.
Coming TBD.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
No video.
No video. No.
In an era that's all about video.
All about video and clips and visuals. Like no. It'll be audio
That's how
only.
you got to be different, Jake.
Audio only. I guess that's how. Well, I guess being audio only a podcast
Back
is
in
being
time.
different. So
Yeah, we will move on to a little hockey talk. It's not a lot. Jake Middleton, for our friends at Member Guest Podcast on Instagram, I think they were caddying an event or at an event, and Middleton was playing, and he shaved his head.
got a fresh buzz cut.
Yeah.
Sometimes that's all you need, and then just grow it out the rest of the year from here on out. It's as the season progresses. It's like a new start. And I saw that Bobrovsky does the same thing.
Yep. He a couple days after they won the cup, shaved his head. He said, "It's already a new season, new challenges. I like to start over." So maybe he saw that and took a page out of his book.
It's a winning pedigree cut.
Yes.
Because Bobrovsky, obviously a two-time Stanley Cup winner, 2 years in a row. Like, I mean, I love that Middleton. He still has the mustache, though, which is
Yes.
good. You got to keep that.
Yep.
It's not like a full-on, let's go full baby's head here. Like,
Yeah.
just nothing on your head here. Like, we want some there, but
He looks like even more of a vibe than he did before.
he does.
Because his hair was pretty long, from what I remember. He had
it
like
was.
almost like a flow kind
did.
of type thing.
But I think from here on out, like I think he's just like Bobrovsky's doing. It's a fresh thing. It's a psychological thing. So hopefully it'll get Middleton into the winning mindset. But no, yeah, it's not a bad look.
Maybe he was also like doing the thing that Pedro did in Napoleon Dynamite, where his head just got too hot because his hair was too long. So
Maybe
he
it's that,
shaved
too.
it all off.
I guess we're assuming he's doing it for like the winning side or fresh look like Bobrovsky is doing, but maybe it's like Middleton went home one day and he was hot and he was trying to find out why he was hot, and he's like,
Yeah.
then I realized it was on my head. So I shaved my head.
Well, no, first he takes a bath.
Yeah, so I took a bath. And then I realized it was my head. He like looks up at his head and he
So
shaves
good.
his head. Oh yeah, he is like Pedro.
Yeah.
That's a whole Pedro bit for Jake Middleton. I love that.
More wild news. We signed defenseman Jack Johnson, not to get confused, Jake, with the writer and singer of Upside Down.
Upside Down, and also Banana Pancakes and
Yep.
Better Together and all these. No, I thought it was the same guy.
Yeah,
Damn it.
Well, here's what's funny. I still feel like I learn new things about leagues and their weird rules. And actually, I missed one with golf, by the way. Quick transition back to golf. You don't need to change the Sarge. But a guy played on the Corn Ferry Tour illegally this weekend. He didn't have enough points to qualify for the tournament, but showed up, and they were like, okay. And there was another guy who was on the bubble to get into the tournament because there's a pool of guys who are trying to get on the Corn Ferry Tour. This guy was sitting on the putting green all morning thinking like he wasn't sure if he was going to get the spot.
Yeah.
And like his dad flew in from California or maybe from across the world, Saudi Arabia or something, to watch. And this kid didn't get in because another guy took his spot who wasn't supposed to have the spot.
Oh my gosh, dude. That's so sad.
It's one of those like, how does that happen kind of moments.
Yeah, how do you not have like a check-in, like clear the Corn Ferry? Like how do they not have like the list of qualified golfers and even ones that aren't supposed to be there to be like, oh yeah, you're on the list or you're not on the list, you can't play.
Apparently with golf, there's like a lot of different qualifications and movements, but you would think that'd all be automated.
Yeah.
You know, like algorithms working behind the scenes to give you your list of players, points-wise, whatever. This guy qualified for that, which means more. Like, I feel like it. I don't know how that happens.
We're in
but
2025.
It's hilarious.
You can just probably Google it if this guy is like qualified. AI will tell you, no, he did not qualify for this event. Yeah,
I think he got 8 holes in before someone came out and told him, like,
Really?
yeah, dude, you can't play in this.
Do we know if he knew what he was doing, or did he just assume?
I
he
would
was supposed
assume he was like, well, I'm just gonna show up unless they tell me not to, because I don't know how the weighted like rankings work. I'm not sure. But going back to it with hockey, I learn all these new rules all the time. Did not know you could be signed to show up for a tryout.
A professional triout.
Professional
They
tryout.
call it professional tryout because they have like the amateur tryout or amateur camp or whatever.
Yeah.
That was bizarre to me. I thought they would have just flat out signed him. Because I mean, he has a reputable tenure in the NHL.
He's played 1,300 games.
Yeah, and
across 6 teams. He won a Stanley Cup with the Avs. Do you know that?
Yeah, he's had some decent. He's been kind of a decent utility guy on the defensive side. So the fact that I don't know if he's come. I don't know a lot about Jack Johnson's history other than his music catalog.
Yes.
To know if he got injured or something because it sounds like bringing him in for a professional tryout. It's like he's like coming off of something or like you think he has enough of a tenure or reputation. To be like, yeah, we'll sign him and see how he does.
Well, I read he played 41 games with the Blue Jackets last year.
Yeah.
It's like half the season, was clearly kind of like a fringe guy. Sarge, you should be able to tell us as our Blackhawks correspondent what Jack Johnson's upsides are.
Well, I mean, he was okay at best. I hate to say it. He was way better when he was younger. I just don't know where he's going to fit for you guys. Like,
well, Russo said it's insurance if Brodin doesn't start the year because I believe he had a surgery or he's hurt going into the year.
So the pecking order would change, right? So like he would probably move into like a healthy scratch or a bottom,
almost like a Declan Chisholm, kind of like.
Yeah, I would say he's better than him and Merrill, but not much better.
Yeah, it's weird that the professional tryout thing's throwing me off. Like I just don't know why they
get paid?
didn't sign him.
Yeah, you get paid.
You get paid to just show up for a tryout.
Maybe
That
it's just to see if he would fit in with their system, see how he's playing. Maybe they just didn't see enough of a sample size last year because he only played 41 games. I guess it makes sense. It doesn't hurt to do it. You don't see that very often. You know, why can't I be invited to a professional trial? Can any of us be invited?
That'd be a quick, $5-10 grand. I suppose it just covers your expenses for traveling and for spending a few days out there at camp.
It'd also be a quick no from the team after 5 minutes.
Yeah,
of
they
a
could be like,
tryout,
oh, wait,
but
this guy can't skate.
this guy is doing what that guy did at the Corn Ferry. I think he's.
I don't think he's
saying-
supposed to be here.
Yeah.
No, wait. Oh, Jack Leverance is here? Oh, it's supposed to be Jack Johnson. It's just me.
Jack
In
Johnson.
my goalie skates.
Yeah, I was saying the wrong gear.
In the
Oh,
goalie
this was
equipment.
supposed to
They're
be
like, I didn't think
Jake
we were supposed to
Allen.
try out a goalie.
Yeah. This is supposed to be Jake Allen.
Just
Yeah. Who is it?
hijack camp. That'd
We
be
should.
funny.
We can talk to Bill and see if we can do
Maybe
it.
we could. Yeah, could we get a rookie tryout? What does that entail?
Yeah, rookie tryout.
Or amateur trials,
yeah,
what you call
yeah,
it.
or
I still want my expenses paid though to walk with my gear 3 blocks from where I live next to Tria.
Yes, that's the only way I'm doing it. Only condition.
Yeah, so that's what's going on in wild off season. Congrats to Jake Middleton on shaving his head. I also saw right before the episode started that they had a little party for Fleury. It looked like they were at a nice house. There were some players from the Knights, the Penguins. Sid was there. A lot of Wild players. They were all tarps off in the photo, which, kind of I get they're professional athletes, but a little insulting to us who have to sit and see 40 dudes who are absolutely ripped just to realize how out of shape we are.
Yeah, it's very demeaning to us.
Put the pads on next time, or at least a team T-shirt.
Yeah, just do a T-shirt. I don't need to see that. It just lowers my self-esteem a bit,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fleury also came out with his own wine. I don't think we talked about that last week. Only available in Canada, which is fucking bullshit.
Was not at the LCBO where I went twice.
Oh, I
We
suppose
drank-
you could
You
have
trying to
gotten
find it.
Yeah, I did try to find it. But yeah, we went to the liquor store twice. We brought up 5 cases, drank them all. Went back, only bought 2 cases, drank them all, and then went again.
Okay, well, I'm glad we got good sample numbers on it. It's kind of bullshit that considering he played for, 4 American teams and 0 Canadian teams, that he releases his bottle of wine in Canada only, or his bottle of vodka.
I know he has residency up there. That's or
For
or he is
sure.
where he's from or whatever. But yeah, you think you try to get into America? I mean, it's gonna be sold. I mean, it's gonna be way higher price in Canada. I mean, their
Yes.
liquor.
Yeah.
I mean, the liquor up there is ridiculously overpriced.
It's $60 for a case of
Yeah.
like any beer.
Yeah.
What are we doing here with the business model of this vodka? I get it was kind of like a ceremonial, one-time thing. I think he could turn this into an entire brand, and that'd be a good source of revenue for the rest of his
Yeah,
life.
I think so too. I think it would just do well, at least in Minnesota, or get into a couple states here in Minnesota or Pittsburgh.
Yeah,
or, where he's played.
I'll take a flower and 7 on the rocks.
Exactly.
It works.
What is it called again? Yeah, the Fleury.
I'm gonna
'cause I
look it
remember
up.
seeing it, but yeah, I definitely want it. If I have to order it from eBay, I will do it.
There's a specific guy, Jake, that me and you both know, who I will not name, claims to work at a casino. He claims that Flower already got him a bottle, and I asked him to get me one too, and he said he'll do his best. So there's a chance out there that I might get one, but I'm not
Okay.
gonna.
We can't.
I'm not gonna
trust
say he's
that.
the most reputable source.
It's
so-
called Vodka Flurry number 29. Apparently, it's like a limited thing.
Too long of a name. Vodka
Yeah.
Flurry, number 29.
Fleury.
Yeah. That's what I'm seeing here.
Okay, we'll just call it Flurry.
Fleury wine.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll take a Flurry and orange juice.
No. A McFlurry?
I'll
No,
do
no, no,
it. Yeah.
no. A Flurry.
Oh, like
Wine.
there's supposed to be snow flurries? No, the vodka.
No, I want the vodka. So it's vodka or wine?
It's vodka,
It's vodka. Okay.
I believe.
All right. That
Which
makes
is kind of surprising it's not wine. I thought he was a big wine guy.
Yeah,
but-
he seems like it.
All right. Yeah, that's the Wild. That's it for topics, right? We just got to do it's our Vikings.
Yeah.
Trivia or
trivia,
not trivia
yeah,
or
so-
predictions.
So basically, we were just gonna go game by game and say if we're gonna win or lose. I don't think that'd be as fun.
There's already 250 plus videos
Yeah.
on YouTube right now.
All the
of people breaking
aggregators
down
putting
every
those
fucking
together.
game.
So we're gonna predict. I basically had Chat GPT ask us 10 questions around Vikings season predictions. We'll go do a little round table, and I'll set a reminder for maybe February to go back and look at these numbers and see.
Yeah, it's essentially pre-trivia.
Do we do a prank, or do we not a prank, a punishment for whoever is the most off?
Yes.
Ooh,
And what should said punishment be?
I don't know.
Let's determine that on a different date.
Okay, we will.
we have
determine-
time for that.
We will determine a punishment for whoever's the furthest away.
Yeah, from all these, because we'll get points. We'll figure
Yeah,
out a
like
point
each
system.
each guess off is a point or something
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that. All right, so let's start with How many regular season games will we win? We'll start with you, Sarge. What do you got?
All right. After interviewing Blake Cashman, he got me way too excited. I'm going 10. I'm going 10.
You said that like it was going to be 15 or 16. 10 is, yeah, that's a fair number.
Yeah.
You think so?
Yeah, I thought you were about to say, like, he got me hyped up. 13, 14.
Yeah, I thought you were going to say an outrageous
No,
number.
honestly,
there.
I think 10 is
It's
a very
pretty realistic.
Well,
realistic-ish.
fuck, guys. Damn.
Well, no, okay, that's fine. No, that's it. Yeah.
But then again, last season happened. It could happen again.
I bet the under last season. That's
Yeah.
how much I know.
Okay. Jake, what do you got?
I was sitting in between the 9 and 10 range. I'm gonna give them 10 wins.
Okay.
I'm looking at their schedule. I think they just with the team alone outside of them, even if McCarthy is, just average, and can figure it out and get back. I think we can go 10 and 7.
Yeah.
10 and 7.
Yeah, I had 11.
Really?
Just
Okay.
just based on the pure question mark of
Wait, what was yours, Jake? Sorry.
10 and 7, so 10 wins.
yeah.
Fuck yeah.
I got 11 wins. I think that is I wanted to go closer to 9 or 10.
Yeah.
But
I was like,
KLC can really do anything with anyone, and McCarthy, at least, Darnold had at least proven that he was somewhat of a capable quarterback, at least as a backup. McCarthy is such a question mark where you're not really sure what the floor is, what the ceiling is.
exactly. It's still a question mark. That's what's scary. But with the team, based on Kevin O'Connell's confidence and the team they have around him, right now we can say, I think, firmly like 10 wins.
Yeah, I'm siding with optimism, but that's being optimistic. All right, will we what?
Oh, no.
Our Instagram is frozen right now, and you guys look absurd. I took a picture of it, so.
Damn it, dude.
I don't know,
I think
man.
there's a time limit or something on Instagram.
There's
because
still something weird with Instagram.
we froze.
Well, it
we
probably
froze at
cut
about the
off.
same spot of the show
Yeah,
last time.
yep,
So
Yep. It's just,
maybe
it's
there's a
annoying.
limit. Maybe there's a limit.
It looks
Probably like an
amazing,
hour
though.
or something, or like a capacity or cap.
Making one of those faces where it's like when you nut, but she keeps sucking.
What kind of face do I have?
You're like,
Like a similar face?
Jake looks like he just drank about 56 beers.
And
Nice.
he can't open
And
his
is
eyes.
attempting to speak the English language.
Fireball, yeah.
Yeah, he's telling the bartender, I need another one. They're like, he's like, no.
No, you're
Is there
cut
a
out.
big ass comment there though before we?
Yeah.
What the hell was that about?
We have a Commanders fan that is flying in game week 14 to
Oh.
see the snow, and I told him to bring a bunch of jackets because he's from LA.
That's going to be a good game.
Yeah,
Yes.
that
That's
will
going to
be.
be a good game. All right. So, second question. Will the Vikings sweep, split, or get swept by the Green Bay Packers this season? Sarge.
This is so lame, but I think it's going to be home win, away loss.
Okay.
That's what I say too. I think we can beat Green Bay. I think Jordan Love is a good quarterback. It really depends because we don't play them at home till later in the year, right?
Yes. So, I believe this year the weather favors us
Yeah.
where we play them early. The first game I believe that we play is in Green Bay, October something.
Yeah.
Late September maybe.
And so this is why we're doing this, right? This is all assumptions on how we think it's going to go. Like that time of the season could be totally different. Hopefully McCarthy's still working out, whatever. But I think right now it's realistic to say a split.
Yeah. I said split as well. Sweeping was pretty cool last year. We also could have gotten swept last season.
We could have.
Remember we blew both leads in the second half?
We
Both
blew
games.
both loads. I
Yeah.
mean, loads.
Yep. Just like I did in that frozen photo.
Yep.
Okay. So we all put split there. This one is an easy one, but I wanted to still throw it on there since ChatGPT provided it. Who will lead the Vikings in receiving yards? Justin Jefferson, Jordan Addison, who will be down 3 games.
Yeah.
There's probably some good value on that at least. TJ Hawkinson or someone else.
I mean, it's Jets.
Yeah.
It's Jets.
It's not even like close. I mean,
There's one scenario where it'd be someone else. I'm not even going to speak that into existence.
yeah, Justin Jefferson.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you want to speak it into existence?
But you know what scenario would have to happen for
Oh yeah, right. But right now it's Justin Jefferson. I think
Yeah.
that's just
Yeah.
the option. I mean, it is going to be.
How many total touchdowns will the Vikings starting quarterback J.J. McCarthy throw this season?
Okay.
So to put it into perspective, I know Darnold last year had a really good year. He threw 35.
You did.
So that's kind of a little benchmark.
I am going 24.
Okay.
Yep.
I think assuming he's a starter the whole year. I think he's going to go 26 touchdowns.
26. Okay.
6 passing touchdowns.
Now, I had 22, the lowest of all of us, but from what we've seen on Saturday, he can run. So I could see him running in 4 or 5
Sure.
and throwing for 22.
Sure.
But yeah, I see him being kind of in the middle ground there.
Okay.
Once again, a rookie, so these are guesses. We have no idea, which actually makes this way more fun.
Yeah.
I also think this one was pretty obvious, just based on last year and not really a lot of change, if anything, additions to it. But will the Vikings defense rank in the top 10, middle 12, or bottom 10 in points allowed?
Oh, I'm going top 10 for sure.
Yeah.
They were 5th last year.
Maybe we should guess which number. Since we're all
Okay,
here.
I like that.
Yeah.
Well, like I looked it up, so they were 5th last season in points allowed.
Yeah.
I think they can only be the same or better. I don't know, but they can always. It depends on what other teams do. I think I'm gonna go 6th.
Okay.
I'm gonna go 6th.
I like that. I'm actually going to go 8th here. I think we're going to see some rookie mistakes, and we're going to have a lot more defensive possessions.
See, I'm going the other way. I'm going to go 4.
Okay.
I like it.
See, we drop a spot.
Okay, sure, great.
Say we make incremental improvements. We were number 1 until a couple of those games where we just had some
Kinda
bad quarters.
Collapsed a little bit.
Playing the
Lions.
Lions doesn't help.
Yeah. Or remember when Blake Cashman was out?
Yeah,
The stats behind how bad they were when he was out.
with turf toe or whatever he was on.
Yeah,
with.
like the 2 or 3 games he didn't play, the defense was not good.
it definitely changed.
Not as good.
You could see it.
Yeah.
The dynamic change.
If Ivan Pace can be healthy all year too, that'd be
Yeah.
fun.
Be huge.
Yeah. All right. Which Viking will score the first touchdown of the season? Sarge.
I'm going to go with Aaron Jones.
That's what I had.
That was what I had too.
Yeah.
I just think we're gonna get down there and we're just gonna pump it up the middle against this Bears defense. We're not gonna let JJ throw one yet when he doesn't need to. We're gonna be down at the 2-yard line. We're just gonna run it with Aaron Jones. Jordan Mason crossed my mind too in that
He looked pretty good on Saturday.
Yeah,
you know?
he could be he's a very good backup. He could be a starter somewhere.
Yeah.
I was thinking like we get down there to the 3-yard line, we run it to Jones, they stop him, and then we put Mason in, and then thinking we're going to pass, and they run it with Mason. So that's crossed my mind too, but I think it's going to be Aaron Jones Sr.
Okay. Aaron Jones Sr., not his child.
Not Junior.
Over under 1.5 Vikings selected to the 2026 Pro Bowl.
Oh, give me the over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
I
taking
think-
the over
I
on
think
that.
the line was a little too
too
low by ChatGPT there.
Yeah, I think that's the over.
Let's
for
guess
sure.
let's guess the number on that one too, since there's not a lot of degree and variance here.
Shit.
I'm gonna go 4.
Okay, I like
I
it.
like Darisaw, Jettas. Was Byron Murphy in it last year too?
Yes.
I don't know, maybe. Oh, there's a lock that's in it every year that we're forgetting about. Anthony DePaula.
Oh,
yeah, he is,
He's
isn't
on
he?
every
He's
Pro
always in
Bowl
it, so that's
team.
Shit, I'm
1,
going 5 then.
Yeah, I
2,
think
3.
I'll stick with 4 just to.
Yeah, I probably would have to do. I would say 6 to be interesting, but I don't know if that's realistic. I would say 5.
All right, you want 5?
Yeah.
I like it.
Okay. Now this one's a fun question. How many games will be decided by 3 points or less?
Fucking all of them? God damn.
They could be all of them.
Could feel.
I'm going to go with 12.
Really? That's high, dude.
That is pretty high.
I think I'm going to lose the punishment because of that, but I'm
You
locking
might.
it in. Locking
because
it in.
it was 5 last year. I think it was 3 2 years ago.
That's a horrible guess by me.
So 5 last year in 2020. I think I didn't know where to go with this. With the defense, I think it'll be about. I think it'll be the same. I think it's gonna be 5 games.
Yeah, I said 8
Okay.
just because I don't know if the offense will be as good. Once
Right.
again, the McCarthy piece is
You know
a big
what?
question mark.
I'm gonna change mine to 6.
Okay.
I think it might be a little that I think it's 5 last
what a
year.
fucking
I think
idiot.
6.
You never know, Sarge. The 2020 season was probably pretty close to
What
12.
was it? It was
2021 season?
The first year under KOC when we went 13-4.
Yeah.
I think damn near every game was decided by a few points because our dearly beloved Kirk Cousins had a lot of fourth quarter comebacks. So.
Like 10.
Sarge, I would say if it was single possession games, so 7 or less, 12 is a pretty good guess,
That's
but
actually
3 is a tight
3
margin.
points or less is a pretty tight one, yeah. And
I'm
8
an
and
idiot,
6.
dude.
But we had 5 last year with Darnold. Yeah, I think with the offense, I think 5 to 8. 8 might, could be. That's definitely a high end. I think about 6.
Okay. Final question. Do the Vikings make the playoffs, and if so, how far do they go?
I'm gonna say no.
What?
They missed
With
the
a
playoffs?
10-7 record?
Yes.
Really?
I'm gonna say
think
no.
so.
I'm gonna say no.
And that's if the NFC is electric as it was last year, because I don't think a 10-17 made it, right?
No, I mean,
Yeah.
we were a wild card team at
Yeah, at 11.
14-3.
See,
Yeah.
but that doesn't happen very often.
Yeah, and it's a broken system in
Yeah.
terms of that.
So I think based on their 10-7 record, I think they will make the playoffs. Depending on how the NFC is, all the other teams do, I think they're going to be a 6 or a 7 seed, and I think they're going to lose in the wild card.
I said losing the wild card game too.
And you know what? We're going to get to the wild card, and everybody's like, "This is our year." McCarthy, let's calm down. I could see them maybe pulling off some weird upset, but then getting destroyed in the divisional game.
Yeah.
Destroyed.
Does make you think, though, if Jaden Daniels could do it his rookie year, you never know.
Yeah, you
Not to say they're the same player, but
Yeah, that's that's
J.J.
just
McCarthy has a better team around him, a better
does.
defense.
But I wouldn't say it's luck. I mean, Jaden Daniels is very talented, but like that just doesn't happen very often.
Right.
Like it's so hard with a rookie to, in terms of the pressure. How can McCarthy handle the pressure of that being in his first year? Jaden Daniels clearly did pretty well until he made it to Philly, obviously.
Yeah.
But I just don't see him making it past the wild card.
No.
And I think a lot of optimistic Vikings fans and the ones that probably think we're going to the Super Bowl every year will say that we're going. I just don't. And it's unfortunate too. And this is where it comes back to the quarterback conversation. Is I think we have a team that could go to a Super Bowl.
100%.
Which is
the ceiling.
which is hard to say. Which is hard to say as a Vikings fan that we could actually go to a championship game. They have, I think, essentially like a super team. If they had an experienced quarterback that has been in the league for 10 years, more, whatever, established, I think they could use this team that has a window now to win. And that's why there are people arguing for Aaron Rodgers, whatever, despite his baggage. But now we have essentially a rookie quarterback with a lot of question marks. And yeah, I don't see them making it past a while.
And Sam Howell.
And Brett Rippin. Dude, people were still criticizing last week about the pronunciation.
Yeah, we were getting.
Who gives a fuck?
Yeah,
My God, it's Brett Rippin Rippin.
He's ripping the ball down the field, though.
Gosh, yeah, he was being a gunslinger.
Yeah.
But yeah, Max Brosmer. Max Brosmer ends up getting the start. NFC Championship, baby.
Yep.
No, I don't know.
Be like a Case Keenum situation.
Yeah, Case Keenum. You never know, man.
All right, that just about does it for another episode of 10K TV, folks. Thanks so much to everyone who watched live, listened live. Reminder to those who who enjoy the show, listening back to it the next day, that we do it live every Monday at 7 p.m. So you can tune in on Twitch, X, Facebook, YouTube, all the streaming platforms. Make sure to drink our beer, captainspatch.com or at Target Field. Go to the website, 10ktakesmn.com, to check out all the awesome merch. A lot of awesome Viking stuff coming out, by the way, soon. But, folks, this has been another episode of 10K TV, and we will see you next week.
Peace.
So